You're drunk.
Well, I really didn't. Scott just wanted me to say he wants to say a few things.
I didn't give her any warning.
He saw Mom heading upstairs to lay down for a few minutes, and we figured we should keep her down here for just a couple minutes. And anybody else who wants to share anything, share any memories, whatever. Scott's famous for his open mics, so this is it. Anyway, it goes without saying, with Gary, you either loved him or not. And I appreciate all of you that did love him and showed up. He was a force in this town. Scott said he was just part of the landscape, and I think that's a really good way to describe it. This has been, for me, it's been a journey in memories. Ryan and Shannon and myself were charged with the task, and Michael, don't let me forget Michael, big part of this. We were charged with the task of cleaning out Gary's house when he passed. And yeah, if you've been at Gary's house, you know it was quite the task. But it was really an eye-opening trip down memory lane, because we'd dig into things and find something, and we'd laugh and we'd cry, and then we'd laugh, and then we'd cry a whole bunch more. But this last week, getting ready for this celebration, it's been a lot of tears, going through hundreds of pictures. On the tables, you will see pictures. You please take any of those you want. After today, I mean, I've gotten all the pictures I want after today. I'm just gonna let them go. Speaking of letting them go, I have cups up here, or a cup up here with vials. Gary wanted his ashes spread to the wind. And the best way to spread his ashes to where you will remember him is for you to take 1, 2, and take it where you're going to think about it. Because he's not at a stone, he's not at a bench, he's where you're going to remember him. I do have the big box of cremains, and with the family's approval, I'm going to take that up to the point at Horsetooth where he always had his weekends. Everybody knew him best at that point. You never went up to Horsetooth on a weekend and didn't see Gary out there, and most of his friends with him. And if you go through those pictures, there are hundreds of pictures of the point up there. So that's where I plan to go with anybody who wants to join me and drop those cremains. So please help yourself to the cremains. I spent most of my life nameless to most of you. I was Gary Hazzard's little sister. Nobody knew my name. And I'm proud to be Gary Hazzard's little sister. So welcome, and thank you all for coming. If anybody else wants to say anything, the mic is yours. Mary, you're gonna have to wheel over here because this won't reach you. This is Gary Hazzard's other little sister.
Yep.
You're gonna have to come around it, dear. Just a little bit. Oh, look, we're gonna stand up. That's a good thing. Here, I'll hold the microphone. I'm gonna hold it. You're good. Ready?
Gary is my little, well, he wasn't little. Gary's cousin is something else. And he passed away November the 10th. Gary Hazzard, October 24th. And he had a son named Maxine Yankee, and Gail Hazzard was born in Kearney, Nebraska. And you read it.
You want me to read this? Okay. Son of Maxine Yankee and Gail Hazzard, born in Kearney, Nebraska, October 17, 1946, at Catholic Hospital. Died October 24th, 2018, at home in Fort Collins. He's survived by his mother, Maxine, who is here, his sister, Myrna. She's in Utah. His sister, Mary, who he always called Pocket, and Gary Hazzard's little sister. Gary loved the lake, as we talked about. He loved being out. He loved his friends, and he loved being everywhere anything was going on. And that's what we remember. Boating was his biggest joy, I think. And Mary and Mom went. Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a while. That's some of their wishes we have to talk about. put some ashes at the Fort Collins Cemetery, so, we've given them ashes that they can put those there too, so, okay. Anything? Thank you, Mary.
You have some birds.
Oh, and he had birds too, he loved birds.
I know, thank
Yeah.
you.
And by the way,
What?
the lady who used to come to his house to help him with his Fort Collins housing ended up with his bird.
Good.
She really wanted that bird, so we know that bird went to a really good home because she fought to get that bird. There were a lot of people that want that bird, and she got a hold of me and convinced me that she should be the one to get the bird. So the bird would be happy with the birds.
That's important.
So I'm Mike, Robin's husband, and I've known Gary a lot longer than I've known any of the rest of them. I met Gary in the early '80s, down at Classic Touch, Harley dealer. And I have an old shovel head, and Gary had an old shovel head. We've ridden around a little bit together. I always admired his free lifestyle. I couldn't live it, but I could live it vicariously through him. Mark knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, he was a force to be reckoned with in Fort Collins. It's an old town.
There you go.
And kind of admired him. If I would have known that Robin was his sister, we would have never dated.
That's true, Gary wouldn't allow it.
So luckily we met kind of on the sly somewhere else and figured out who we all were. But at any rate, I had a fair amount of admiration for the man. I know he had his downside moments as well, but all in all, I think he was a pretty good guy with a pretty big heart. That's all I have.
I have one more.
Yeah, one, you're gonna have to come back over here. Gordon over.
Yes.
When you thought I was in a dragon band.
Will you hold that?
You gotta hold it real close.
He knew his son, Barney Apodaca. He always just hi and call him, and Barney passed away too. And he was the town of Fort Collins Angel. All right.
So y'all know who Barney was?
Yeah.
You can't miss him.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I thought this would be easy. Holy cow. I'm gonna cry. Well, just fun.
That's a cry.
The easy part's over.
Wow. So Uncle Gary was my favorite uncle. We would joke because he was my only uncle. Same here. But we have two favorite memories of Uncle Gary. And my first favorite is at the Long Branch. I'd always go to Long Branch and he'd always come up with big arms and set me on his knee and we'd sit in the corner bar and have a Shirley Temple. I know he now, he wasn't drinking Shirley Temples. And my second memory is at Horsetooth at the Point. And one Memorial Weekend, Jared and our cousins Rob and Ryan and son Trevor and their families, we didn't have plans, so we said, well, we know where Uncle Gary is. We're gonna go camp with him at Horsetooth. So we brought our tents up and we set them all up, and of course, you know, there's Gary, come on in, bring your tents, you know, and open arms, and we had food and beer and whatever else. And that weekend it decided to rain, and it downpoured. It rained and it rained. And Gary stood outside smoking that fire. He had Tumbleweed on his shoulder and an umbrella. And our cousins, for some reason, I don't know, maybe they were drinking or they just wanted to, but they started calling him Uncle Ted. So from that day on, he was our fun Uncle Ted that we would laugh about sitting out there in the rain with an umbrella. He kept that fire going. Thanks for coming, you guys. This means a lot.
Oh, Tammy, let's talk. I'll go after Tammy. No, because what I have to say is one thing.
I'm Tammy. Very oldest niece. Well, y'all know I'm Tammy, his oldest niece. I could go any bar in this Brooklyn without being called, oh, you're Gary's niece, we can't touch you. I get a date in town to save my life.
Hey. Mimi.
Yeah, we're privileged type of niece. I have a favorite memory or a few of them that was I came to town once with little kids.
Didn't we take that back?
Talked me into going on the boat with him to the point. And left the kids with grandma. The boat dies. No battery. Stuck out in the middle of Horsetooth in a rainstorm. And I'm like panicking because I told grandma I'd be there at a certain time. No, grandma, you gotta be there at a certain time, right? He's like kicked back and we're drinking and having a good time. And I'm like, well, I guess we need to start rowing. He goes, oh no, they're used to me. Somebody will come get us. Sure enough, after the rainstorm stopped, somebody came and got us off of the lake. And there was several times we've had memories like that. My oldest boy used to drive up. He's here tonight. Stay back watching his daughter, but used to have fun times talking about motorcycles. Having a good time. Another memory, and you guys might remember this, when he got in that bad motorcycle accident and his hair was long down and was knotted up in the back of his head. Well, I came out from New Mexico, spent 3 weeks combing that hair out, piece by piece, what he could handle each day. I spent a lot of time there just talking to him. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming.
One. Oh, David, did you have something to say? Did you want to say something? You're welcome to say something.
So, I'm David, Gary was my uncle. They're all talking about bars. I've been out here for 30 years. So. One of my memories of Gary is when I was 19, we would go up to the Cheyenne Club. Never thought family would show up there. Yes, he did. I think he was following me. Couldn't pick up a girl there either. He was already picking them up. But Gary, I've got a lot of good memories. This morning we went for a drive around Watson Lake. I remember Gary wanting to do a fish fry. And he just didn't have fish until that night. He round that fish hatchery. We had a big fish fry the next day. It can't be done, Gary did it. And last time we were up here, me and my wife, Grandma Max, she was in the hospital, or was supposed to be in the hospital, but turned out Gary was in the hospital too. And we walk in the door, and he was coherent as all could be. He looked at Sharon and he goes, damn, I must be dying if you guys are up here. Yeah, great humor. You go back and look at pictures of the family. Gary looks like every one of us kids. Every one of us nieces and nephews, the great nieces, great nephews. My grandson looks almost identical to Gary now. He's He was a role model. He's the only biker gigolo I know. That man, I admire him. I don't think he had 3 jobs in his whole life. But he always had it going on. I appreciate y'all coming and admiring him, and he was a good friend. He was working on something.
I'm just going to close this by saying, you know, there's one term that Gary kind of coined in Fort Collins, and anytime anybody says it, I want to know what you think of. If I ask you to go bowling, are you thinking pins and balls and apples?
Cereal?
Yeah? Well, first time Gary asked me to go bowling, I thought he'd lost his mind. It's like, no, we're in the bar. I'm going to go bowling. Anyway.
Down below the grates of.
Yeah, the grates at the Northern Hotel, the best bowling alley in town. We're going to throw some ashes there too. Thanks all for coming. I really appreciate it.